YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive. Bring you guys some Pokemon Sun and Moon news. We got new Megas available in Pokemon Sun and Moon using a mystery gift download option. 5 Megas are available, and 2 of which have previously been unavailable up until this point in Sun and Moon, which is really cool because one of them is one of my absolute favorites, and it got a huge buff in Sun and Moon, and it hasn't been usable until this point, so this is really cool. So I highly recommend you guys just grab your DS, connect to the internet, and grab these cool Pokemon, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do it. So if you haven't been able to figure it out, Mega Camerupt and Mega Banette are now available through the mystery gift feature, as well as Sceptile, Blaziken, and Swampert. So the Hoenn starter trio Megas are now available as well. So basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna boot up your DS, you're gonna go to the mystery gift option here, and the code is Matsubusa is gonna be the code. You're gonna go to receive gift at the bottom, and then you're gonna go with get via code password. Okay, so it says that if your battery runs out that you can't use the password, so make sure you have enough you know, battery life and all that good stuff. But I'll talk a little bit about these different Pokemon that you can get, and again, I mentioned that they got a buff in Sun and Moon, which is super duper cool. So one of the main things that happen is, if you don't know, when Mega Pokemon evolve in Sun and Moon, and from this point forward, they actually got a buff in the fact that they can they now get their abilities on the first turn, like right away, and they also get their speed stats right away. So both of those things are actually pretty clutch, and the reason why is because for 2 of these Pokemon specifically, as I just typed in the code Matsubusa, but 2 of these Pokemon specifically, Banette and Swampert, really benefit from that. And the reason why is Banette's ability is Prankster, and previously you would not activate. Yeah, there you go. So I got the Megastone gift. All of the Megastones are available: Sceptile, Blaziken, Swampertite, Cameruptite, and Bannettite, as I mentioned. And you can just click the Megastone gift, and that'll do that for you. But let's talk about Banette and Camerupt, because these are really cool. So Banette, first and foremost, like I mentioned, has this really big buff where it's got the Prankster ability, and Prankster previously didn't activate on the first turn of Mega Evolution, so you wouldn't actually benefit from that Prankster right away. But I'm pretty sure now with Sun and Moon, when you Mega Evolve, you get Prankster on the first turn, which basically frees up a move slot for Banette, which is relatively slow. You don't have to run Protect. You can use Will-O-Wisp, you can use Thunder Wave, you can use Prankster Destiny Bond on the first turn. All these things make Banette actually really solid, and it's got a massive attack stat, so you can benefit from Sucker Punch, Shadow Sneak, and even Shadow Claw if you have a little bit of speed on there, if you want to try to break down a wall. So it's a really, really good ghost type that got a huge buff. Like I said, insane attack stat, great ability in Prankster, and a really good options, like a bunch of different move pool options to use them. And don't forget, like, Pain Split is another option too. Cotton Guard is another option to give it a +3 defense stat. So there's a lot of things that this thing can run that make it actually a pretty viable Pokemon in competitive, and I'm actually really excited about it. I want to kind of breed my own competitive Banette now, and I may actually do that. Even though I've completed it for the decks, I kind of want to get one because I feel like it'd be a really fun Pokemon to use in battles. And then alternatively, you got Camerupt, and I wish I could say similar things about Camerupt in terms of it being as awesome, but I'm not as big a fan of Mega Camerupt. It does have the Sheer Force ability, but it's pretty slow, man, as you can kind of expect. You're gonna want to use it most of the time in Trick Room settings. It's got a massive attack stat and special attack stat, so it can be used as a mixed kind of sweeper, but really only under Trick Room is where it's going to benefit itself. Fire Blast, Earthquake, or Earth Power, moves like that are going to be the kind of moves you want to use, maybe Rock Slide, but even a Rock Polish set isn't going to be that useful because, again, it is so incredibly slow. And then last but not least, we got the Hoenn Mega starter trio here: Mega Sceptile, Blaziken, and Swampert. Obviously, we know Blaziken is the best of the 3 just because its speed boost ability sends it straight to Ubers. It is a very, very powerful Pokemon. Swampert, again, I mentioned, does get a buff. Rain Dance and Swift Swim will activate on the first turn upon Mega Evolution. So if you use Rain Dance and Mega Evolve in the same turn, you'll actually get that Swift Swim boost right away. And if for some reason, like, the rain is up and you Mega Evolve, previously you wouldn't get Swift Swim on the first turn. Now you do, which is actually super beneficial because you're going to outspeed your opponent the turn you evolve. Whereas previously you would still keep Swampert's pretty low base speed of, I think, like 70 or so. And then Mega Sceptile also gets a nice little benefit too with that speed buff, right? Jumping up to base 145 speed right upon Mega Evolution. So a couple different Pokemon kind of getting some buffs in Sun and Moon. I truly think that this is the way it should be anyway. Like, I think that they should get those high speed stats right when they Mega Evolve, and I think it makes a lot of Megas more competitively viable, especially some of the ones that weren't as good before. So hopefully this video has been useful to you. I want to try to focus and make sure I cover a lot more Pokemon news moving forward. Sometimes I cover it, sometimes I don't, but I'm going to try to cover a little bit more, especially when it comes to the main series games and little videos like this, because I realize that some of you guys like don't even know this stuff happens because you're not like me on Pokemon websites all day, and understandably so. So hopefully this helped. Hit the like button if it did. Subscribe if you're new. Enjoy and have fun using Mega Banette. Let me know what your thoughts are. My name is Dan. I also go by aDrive, and I'm going to catch you guys next time. Peace.